Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Daddy Chris from Srtv Desk in London, and the show is called Wake Up Nigeria. This is where we take a look at the Nigerian newspapers, meaning Nigerian newspaper will always report on what is happening currently in the country, and we discuss on some issues that concerns me and you. Again and again and again, I would define television as a place where we talk to each other about ourselves. And that's what we do here. Today, we talk about what is happening in the country. And I picked on a very simple topic, very complex as well. And it's called sustainability. We want to look at that closely as we look at the Nigerian papers and see whether we are actually planning well. Because it's a saying that if you don't plan, well, then you're planning to fail. You have to plan, and what you plan in the course of your planning, the first thing you ask yourself, how do I sustain it? You know, and perhaps that has been one of our issues as a people. We don't ask that difficult question. And when people like that, Chris, come on air and say, hey, we're not thinking smart, we take offense. Now, I can look around, and people can look around and see how many abandoned projects we have in Nigeria to today. The question is, why did we even start it at all? Okay. And that is something I want us to look at. And it concerns me because on today's show, I have the opportunity to just quickly run into something that, while you guys are celebrating infrastructure, maybe we should be asking ourselves if we are living in the digital democracy. When I say digital democracy, it's not the one you go and vote digitally. The question is, does your president, are your leaders thinking digital? We do know that Buhari was an analog president in a digital. You can't blame Buhari. In our time in the unit, there was nothing. In fact, I'm saying there was nothing like a computer. I left 1992. There was no computer in school. In fact, our projects were typewritten. You know, the best one, when I had the opportunity to do my project on electric typewriting, it was awesome. It was the best at that time. I don't even want to open that book now because I don't think my eyes can read it. That's how much time has involved. If I went through that time, think the time Buhari went to school, completely analog. And that's why Buhari not understanding what is going on today, you cannot blame him. And he also got to a time you ask yourself, when Tinubu went to school, I can tell you Tinubu struggle with the use of this. We were not used to this. This is not thing of our time. And how do you teach an old dog new tricks? That's the problem. It's one of our problems. We're trying to teach old dogs new tricks. It's not easy. Now, when they grow up, now that they teach them, we have a problem, Nigerians. And I will be playing along with the pictures of some leaders as we see now. And I just want to flip them. I'm not going to say anything, no. I'm not going to say a word. This fine boy. Do you know him? In fact, one interesting thing about this guy, do you guys know he has 2 wives? Very good verse. I don't want to bring Mary Call the show here because Mary could nearly slap me. But this guy has 2 wives. He's the president of Senegal. All right? Does it make him a good president or a bad president? Now I'm going to show you what the guy did in Senegal of recent. What do you think? This is just a mass transit system introduced in West Senegal. In fact, there's something I like about this flag. You see the way they paint this, the green, the yellow, and the red. It's symbol of Senegal. Have you seen their flag? Nation pride. I wish we get Nigerian airline. We forget the green, white, green. It was a pride. It was our pride. I don't expect Tinubu to think digital, but Tinubu, they use digital cars these days. The man know, Papa, not be your time. There was no AC, but now AC. When you were born, there was no air conditioning in Nigeria. The time we were born, there was no. I wasn't born in the hospital. Oh, I was born in my village, 1967. That's when they born me in my village. You know, if I did the kids, mama, the belly, they pay the woman, they go gather, help her, put to bed. Now they Mary, now they born for hospital. We'll go see how Mary look like. You say if you find past me, not because you get luck past me, or you God create you better than me. Now the way they born you, they mold your head. They don't feel mold our own. That's why I will make your Mary go tell me now, go tell me all the things when they want tell me this morning. It's a question of time, my people. And now let's take a look at this guy. Do you guys know this guy of late? This is this now this one this is a Tinubu nightmare. Because when people like Tinubu see this kind of young men ruling a nearby country, they don't say, one Nigerian boy may be inspired by him to come and kick me out of office. But you know what this guy have done? I don't know what you guys call the dividend of democracy. He has just built the biggest tomatoes factory in his country, in Burkina Faso. I'm not talking, I don't go talk past that one. You know, okay, we go see how Baba here. Baba dey sign paper. You know what Baba dey sign? Now money. Somebody don't impress Baba. Why don't they give a check? That is our destiny, my people. He got to stop. Oh, this is my governor. Now only bridge, now only inspection of road. If you see this man for road, he go inspect road when they create. Road. Maybe this man walk. Road. Anything. Road. See this one. See the two of them. Road. Clap for them. Road. Mr. Road. Road. I don't know. They call themselves Okowa Road Master. I don't know what they'll call this one now. I beg you. Make we talk better. I bring beautiful Mary come to the show. Make we see better face. Mary, good morning, my daughter. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning, Daddy Chris.
So how is Abuja? I know say una weekend man go down the dance over one road project, or you don't do you support weekend that day now, you know. And I don't say maybe weekend don't do again. Because I like to hear Wike voice, because Wike they terrorize the country. Wike it belongs to everywhere. If you like him or not, you must know Wike. Wike never become president. We don't know Wike like this. Kaka. I didn't want to become president one day, Mary.
You say words. I'm struggling to hear you.
I'm asking whether Wike will be president one day, because Wike is really very famous. He's always in the
anything can happen. Anything can happen 2027. And I'll not be surprised, because Wike didn't leave PDP. He's still working with PDP and working with APC at the same time.
Yes.
So I really don't know why Wike keeps offending PDP and they're still letting him there. You get, and why APC still allow him in their space. So I will not be surprised. If Wike comes out to contest for presidency, I will not be surprised at all. Honestly.
Wike defeat when I go beat you, Wike. Man. Wike don't lost in pride. The day when he accepted this appointment, his political career ends there. You see, Nigerians were stupid, but not to that extent. Wike is nobody to talk about again. The moment you say you don't have a political ideology, not all of us are stupid. We'll come out to talk. What was your ideology? Why would you go and serve in a political party that you don't agree with, or you don't have a political ideology? That is the question we're going to ask him. I don't think he has that.
But Chris, you know that politics is one thing that is very unpredictable, right?
It's not. So it's predictable. It's not for somebody who has no ideology.
I'll not be surprised if tomorrow we can emerge as the president.
No,
because it's a game that you can never understand.
Maybe sometimes you guys underrate Nigerians. We've not really been that stupid though. The few times of this election now, don't forget when we brought Obasanjo in, he was a president of necessity. It was a need to unite Nigeria, and Obasanjo came in and he ran the 2 terms. You understand? After Obasanjo, the next person that won election, and he won it, even the man admitted that his coming to power was because they ran the election. I was Yar'Adua. Yar'Adua, we cannot say is a bad leader. The death of Yar'Adua brought in Goodluck Jonathan, who came in with all his corruption. The first graduate doctor who was the president of Nigeria. Say, big Goodluck now from my place. I don't agree with him. Because Goodluck had the opportunity to turn Nigeria around. I won't be surprised when they tell me, say, Goodluck to come back. Are you guys joking?
Need to see
To
it.
do
He
what?
said he might likely come back for 2027
Yeah.
to contest.
But what? To do what? What other than handing over power? What has Goodluck done to the Nigerian economy that will bring him back? Is it the massive corruption, the sharing of money? We are not stupid. I don't give a damn where you come from. I'm talking about the existence of Nigeria. Goodluck ain't worth it. Anyway, we not waste our time with Goodluck. Maybe they don't give you, they don't blind you, make you not see your fine face this morning. This is your camera, make you go settle with them. Maybe you come back when I'm not ready because I go fight now for that Abuja. Wike don't take over this girl. Wike don't let this girl see road. Maybe your network is your camera was out of focus. If you can just sort it out, man. All right. So check it, maybe. I think you are still out of focus. What we're saying, people, is Nigerians, we're not really that stupid. We know we're gullible. They do all kinds of things to us, but we select our leaders. The reason I agree with people why Buhari came back was the antecedent, what they did when we needed a change, when the first military government, the first civilian government, we say whether it's the Second Republic, we call this one the Third Republic now, because sometimes we have the First Republic, they kicked out, the Second Republic, that is during the Shagari government, when they were stealing, massive stealing, we were going nowhere, just like where we are now. That was when, don't forget history, that was when the Diagbon and Buhari came. And they wiped the mess. To be fair to them, they wiped the mess. Just the way this Burkina boy wiped the mess out of Burkina Faso now. We may not agree, but this is our history. It's our history. That was how, and in fact, so when we see someone like Buhari and we're facing massive insecurity challenges in the country, we felt Buhari might be the right man to do it. I didn't vote for him because I know the man is an analog man, but that was the thought of so many. And I at the point in time, I begin to like the old man. Because I just look at him as somebody, you just don't go and talk 10 nonsense. I thought he loved Nigeria so much. Maybe it's his bad health. I don't know. But most of the decisions were never made by him. You get to be intelligent to run Nigeria's affairs. The things I know now, if I was made president a few years ago, I would be stupid. I am telling you, I probably think that it's so easy. First, a person that comes to office, you must understand the man mindset. If I know my onions, you see, my problem is not even who becomes Nigerian president. Does the man knows? Does he understand where we're coming from? Does he know what we need to do to fix the state? It's not whether you be, whether people say people, we don't care who you are, but do you understand what the job you're about to face? It's just like I ask people like the governor of Delta State now, do you even take your time? You'll be making laws and you'll be doing this. You don't understand the state. And maybe because many people like you have been clapping for him or clapping for Okowa, and now he thought Okowa was doing the right thing. If he was getting my message, how much I was pumping Okowa, he would be proud. He would be the first project would be to construct bridge. Are you out of your mind? A governor that comes to office and said, I'm going to construct bridge. That brings the topic of today. How did you sustain the bridge? Listen, you guys are all angry, and I'm going to be angry at me today. I'm going to use this one to drive my point I've been driving. It's okay to say, I want to do something. But by the time you don't have a plan or a long-term plan for it, in fact, for those of us that do some projects here, if I go to anybody and say, I'm going to do a project and I'm going to, if you ask for funding, the first thing they'll ask you is, how is it going to be sustained? Are you going to do it one-off? So the question I ask Nigerians is, do we have sustainable project? Does this man even know that our problem is sustainability? And if you understand that, what is your priority? You see, these are very important issues. I hope maybe the network, it's like the network is very bad in Nigeria today because maybe it's already shaking, but we're hopefully to be able to cope with that. I'll soon add it to the show, Mary. You see, what we're saying is that sustainability. Have we sustained it? And then if you look at the man that's trying to run for your office, you ask, does he even understand this? Does he understand that we need to start by building? It's okay to share money. There was a time, like I said, I remind Labour yesterday, and I want to remind Labour today. Nigerian presidents are not wicked, though. I want to go back from the time of Gowon. Yeah? Let's start from there. From time of Gowon till now, when Gowon had a lot of money, he said Nigeria have a lot of money. We don't know what to do with it. He was sharing the money. He paid Udoji. Is he not the same president? Is he not the same country? Now you're calling on your leaders and say, oh, it's not Tinubu that is wicked. The time of Gowon, there was enough money to share. Gowon didn't know what to do. He paid you people for not working. Mary, I want to bring Mary back because I really cannot do this alone. Mary, do you know there was a time in Nigeria where the government said, let's pay these people more money. Not for working, not for doing anything. Say, pay them more money. It's called Udoji. I bet research it, my daughter. Nigerian government did it. Today.
So who was the president then?
That was Gowon.
Okay.
Gowon was the military head of state at that time. Then we had oil. Oil was then booming. We were just making money. You know, people were still in their bushes. They were not coming out to the city to ask questions. You understand? So Gowon had this money coming from oil. It was pumping into oil. He decided to pay Nigerian workers 3 times their salary, 4 times their salary for doing nothing. It happened in our country. Today, Buhari couldn't pay. Goodluck couldn't pay. And this man couldn't pay. The question will be asking ourselves, how did we get here? You understand? The truth is, as at the time we had a lot of money, during the time of Gowon, we failed to do one thing. We failed to sow. We were busy squandering. We were eating and eating. Ready? You they eat with double hands. You know when you take a go out, now they do that. When a bad guy carry that go out, now we eat with double hands. You understand? That's what they do. No. You go they laugh.
I'm trying to say that we like a wolf. Is that what I'm trying to say?
Women love a wolf. You don't give woman a wolf whether you go see the teeth. When they with you, they carry a face like this. Now you say a wolf not there. Women like they born them with a wolf. That's what God created them. Not because, you know, that's why God created a soft. See your body now, they're soft. My own strong kakaka. You understand? So what I'm saying, Mary, is that, you know, if a wolf not there, there's problem. Nigerian government was able to give us a wolf when there was a lot of money. Today, Nigerian government cannot even pay. Labor, that's what I'm saying to Labor. You have good excuse to say, yes, Nigerian government are not mean because they're paying themselves. The only good excuse why we're going on strike today is the amount of money these guys squander. You understand? But the truth is, Mary, a country that have a budget of 27 trillion on a population of 300 million, divide them, I beg. Divide it. You see, the money is not enough. It's not enough. And we should be going back to say, how did we get here? There was a time Nigeria was paying Udoji because the money was there. We didn't know what to do with it. Today, we cannot pay ourselves because the money is not enough. And I said to myself, a president that comes to power today will be the one that can understand this little story or this Nigerian predicament and begin to trace the root from there. What Gowon should have done differently? What Obasanjo should have done differently? During the Obasanjo time, during the time of them Gowon, you know what they did? Because we had a lot of money, they set up a lot of corporation. We have the Nigerian National Shipping Line, the Nigerian Railway Corporation. Then we had railway. We are not meet the railway. We had railway. During the Nigerian Railway Corporation did not start today. It started that time. Nigerian airline was booming. So all these corporations that was set up were not set up during Gowon, were not set up during Obasanjo. They were there. Because then we had a lot of money. You know what brought it down? They were not sustainability. You understand? As the money was coming, we then begin wisely go on. Of course, when you have a lot of money, people will begin to suggest. Maybe you don't make money plenty, we don't see money. That people will help you, they suggest. You understand? You are at the point to make a decision. People will be suggesting, why you don't do this? Why you not do this? That's why most of the things I put my hand into today, I don't blame myself because it was good advice. And the people meant well. At a point in time, maybe this your network, why not they let me see your face? Where they invest me on? Because this your camera is they blink this morning. Why would they see the focused woman? Which kind of wild be this? Now you find pass, see your face now. They know they see you.
Okay, let me see if I can reset it.
Yes,
I don't know.
Do it. Yeah, I'll come back. Nigerians, I'm saying something deep this morning. It was that time that we now realize that the Nigerians did a lot of things. Nigeria even paid the debt of some countries. If you don't know, I beg, go and research the time of the war. We had so many things going on for us. We had the Nigerian Railway Corporation at the top camp today, Nigerian shipping line. Now there go Buhari for first start work. Ask Buhari, when he got his first job, he was made the head of the Nigerian shipping line for some time. And I know my uncle worked under Buhari. He described Buhari as a very good man. He said before Buhari came, the first boss they had a bed in the office where they say they lash women. Buhari threw those things out. Sanity. And what I'm saying is that the time Nigeria was on the path of progress, we're not during the time of Obasanjo. It was not during the time of Goodluck Jonathan. Certainly not the time of the second Buhari. Of course, we can't see it with Tinubu. Unfortunately, this is our destiny. This is the story of the Nigerian state. From what I have said, what has been our problem? Because when we had a lot of money we were giving to you, the Nigerian labor shouted today. Nigeria now the talk, I'm representing Nigeria today. I give you food job. I gave you many of you free education. In fact, the free education was even a thing Awolowo believe so much that we all need to have education. And an educated nation, you can't get it wrong. That's what India have today. India, they are now very good in IT. Selling IT to the rest of the world, to the people that even introduced IT. The people that invented IT, India, they sell it for you now because they have the population, they train, and they are there to serve you. I called my phone company today. I'm in India. Customer service. And I said, Nigerians, come on. We have all the things that can make us to succeed. Now, let's come to see this. We are in today Nigeria, where we are crying, and expecting an analog man to deal with this problem, or a beneficiary of this incredible disaster to come and face it. No, it's not going to work. They don't even feel it. All Tinubu can do is learn how to speak English. Let the poor breathe. You know how they say where the British will teach you to put your tongue and to pronounce breath. This is another kind of president we look for. Go and speak well. Talk like a president. Don't look at book. Not to come and learn to pronounce breath. Shame. You more shameful people, man. You're shameless. That's what I say. What I want to do is this. What I want to do today is let me stick to the point. The reason we got to where we are is because we were not able to sustain what the Gowon government started. In fact, that time, we waste money for First Tax, 1977. Guy, you know the whole First Tax you guys hear of today was built in the name of a festival. Because we have money. We had the money. It should make we showcase African get culture. So we had First Tax 1977. If I was with Sam Loco of blessed memory, Sam Loco said they give her that first stack. I said no go take because they said the house will soon fall down. That was our belief. Say the way that they build and say the house will collapse. The man, some of them refused to take. First stack, fella talking, wasting money for first stack, waiting this fella do, this government, Ibado.
They're selling first stack house. I don't think they're aware. They sold it to private investors.
Why would they not? Because that is where Atiku made money. Now I'm coming to history. The same Atiku that you guys want to be president. When Obasanjo now came as a civilian president, they said we could not run some of these things. They privatized almost all the things we had. The Nigerian Airways, that was when it was privatized. The Nigerian, that thing we call NEPA, so Nigerian Electric Power Authority. It was a corporation, privatized. See where the Atiku make money? Nigerian airline was privatized. The shipping line must have been privatized. Everything had been privatized. And they were selling it to themselves. This was the sweat of Gowon. The vision of Gowon. The Gowon created the Nigerian Rail Corporation, the Nigerian Shipping Line, the NEPA, all these things. All these corporations were done with the intention that it will be run as viable public services for the country. You understand? Maybe that, in fact, that NEPA, I bet Bogna asked what the meaning of NEPA? Nigerian Electric Power Authority. That's a word for cooperation. Nigerians need to understand this. Today, NEPA is no more. It's now a new company. So to who? Obasanjo will answer us. That's why Obasanjo tell us, say the money when Atiku thief.
What about
you know the joke? Baba know the joke. Baba know the joke.
Was he not the president?
Wait a minute. When they get office. Yes, that's why I tell us, let me go down. Obasanjo have to best Atiku because Atiku was loved by the Northerners. If Obasanjo no hold Atiku, if I lose the next second election.
But how can he be there as the president and the vice has been
because Obasanjo wanted the second tenure. You know, if you push this article, you know, so when you get maybe they say, my people say when something when you get a saw for bottom, where that they now start the treat up. So you know you feel waka if something hold you for that place, that sister the treat up. Now with this, so you see, Obasanjo knew. That's why but you now ask yourself, which money Atiku thief? Atiku sold Nigeria. The sweat of Gowon, when we had a lot of money, was sold during the Obasanjo time. That was when Nigerian Airways became, in fact, the first seller. I trust in they turned to Arik. I don't care what they do. But they sold it to themselves. NEPA now sold. In fact, we were on the path of progress, Mary. The only issue that would have been discussed during Obasanjo time was sustainability. How do we make these things work? Not how we get rid of them. But that was the most viable thing for us at the point in time, and we fought for it. In the course of selling it, Atiku became the richest man in Africa. Today, he still wants to be our president. The question I asked, what has he got to offer us? No vessel. I think if you see me now, they will see me the killer. But I'm talking facts. The only thing I ask Nigerians, when I ask Obasanjo, what did Atiku do? When he say the money when Atiku thief, he said when they talk anyhow, he said the money when Atiku thief, if they put her, say generation, no finish. He don't finish her.
That is why he keeps coming. Because if Atiku, you understand, if Atiku doesn't know what he's going to gain when he's there as the president, he won't be stressing himself for how many years coming out.
Atiku know all the tricks. He knows very well. That's why he can talk good. He can correct. He believes that. No, the same thing we're saying now. Maybe we ask what Tinubu do for Lagos. Tinubu convert the state to your own. That's what the state governors are doing. Before they leave office, they will make so much money and the state becomes their own. Tinubu that came from exile during Nadeko, came from exile and become governor. How much they paid Tinubu for the 8 years in office when he became mortar? If not Lagos, when he thief, when he convert to himself. You see these people, they are mean. We got no leaders.
Maybe I feel like maybe they do this thing because they feel like if I don't do this, another person will do it. Then and because our political system, you understand, have no structure. Because I feel like if you are coming out to privatize something, don't they have bodies that will put a stop to it? Another person will come and do the same thing. And by so doing, the country will keep being in a mess. That is why we keep suffering.
Yes. And that's where we find ourselves, maybe. I don't think it's a question of them not. In fact, sometimes the intention might be good. Obasanjo thinking that, okay, Nigerian Telephone Authority, Nikon, we had something then for telephone, which was giving telephone to us. As at that time, in fact, when I was in Nigeria in 1996, there was no mobile phone.
96.
There was still no mobile phone, Mary. I'm talking fact. The first set of mobile phone that came will be around 1997, which was like a pole. You understand? It was when I came to Europe. I was struggling to talk to my mom before she died. You understand? Without they enter 97, they go. 1994, when I came, there was no good mobile phone. It was Obasanjo coming in 1999, and then Nigerian telephone was being run by one corporation. This is the language I'm speaking. Obasanjo's intention was to privatize it so the services can be more, because it was then run by when we say corporation, corporation are bodies set up by the government to run a particular sector to make it more accessible. A sector that the private person cannot run then, because Nigerians were not richer than the country. It's not as it is now, because a single Nigerians are now richer than the country. This is the irony of where I'm coming to Mary. No, our governors are now richer than the states. No, these are facts. When Baba left office, when Tinubu left Lagos, Tinubu was richer than the state. That's why he can have a say. He became so powerful. Ibori left office, Ibori was richer than Delta State. They were so rich that they can now control. These were poor people that came to office. So go and look at their story before they became governors. They became governors, they became gods, semi-gods, and they are still today. Mona pray may these boys not take over power. They go pursue now, I swear. That's our irony, Mary. And what I talked to Nigerians about, they are too deep for people to appreciate. And I'm not afraid. I don't even care anymore. But just so we understand the story, Mary, before Obasanjo came, there were corporations running the affairs of the country. It was when Obasanjo privatized NITEL, Nigerian Telecommunication Authority. It was an authority, NITEL. If you see those, they will see NITEL. As at that time, Mary, telephone was, if you get landline, you be God now. If you get landline, now landline will they use, not be mobile. Obasanjo modernized it into the mobile corporation now coming in. Then mobile phone came to Nigeria, but it didn't come at no cost. Ask Obasanjo what happened to NITEL. Obasanjo go to make you ask article. Ask Obasanjo what happened to Nigerian shipping line. Hey, Buhari, you started working in your life. Obasanjo gave you the first job. Then Obasanjo, if they talk to Buhari, say you are my son. He gave Buhari the first appointment in his life. Now Obasanjo give him the appointment. Obasanjo was the first person that appointed Buhari in his time. He was then head of Nigerian shipping line. Nigerian shipping line was making money. Today we'll not get to Kuna again. We'll not get one. Sold. Where are the aircraft that made up Nigerian Airways? Sold. We look at our history, Mary. Look at what our forefathers go and see alive. I wonder what they go and look them today. You go to wonder who did these children when he give power to.
And nobody's hearing his voice again.
What can he do now? If he talk anyhow, they go remind them. But the time of the Goan, they were not stealing like this. They were stealing this. It was never like this.
But they paved way for it. And it's still going to be worse. Because even after this regime, after the Tinubu, the next person that will come, let's pray that they don't get worse.
Oh no, Mary, I think they're going to wipe them out soon. God will not allow another Tinubu to take over Nigerian state. Mary, the truth is, when the hunger, this one now, every day you see children coming out, they come once, you beat them. This Nigeria, say, like three times. Go and beat person 3 times, they had to kill. The children came out in 2020, una take gun shoot them. They came out in 2024. What we will see when they will come out again. Maybe not them will come out this time. They come back prepared. The children may be out, more prepared, more armed. You see what South Africa did when there was apartheid in South Africa and there was no change at the point in time. People like Nelson Mandela, they went to take on arms. They were going to wipe the white people out. They were ready to shoot. You see, Bob Marley was saying, you're going to shoot them. If you listen to one song, Bob Marley was singing, he said, we're going to chase those crazy bald head out of town. Nobody knows what Bob Marley is talking about. Everybody go and look at the track called Crazy Bald Head. He said, we're going to chase those crazy bald head out of town. I plant the garbage, and I plant the corn. With my people before me, we slave for this country. Now you're eating upon my corn, and you're looking at me with his corn. We're going to chase those crazy bald head out of town. That's what Bob Marley sang. We're going to chase those crazy bald head. These crazy old men, they're going to get out of town. There's no other way they're getting out of town. There's no two ways about it. They will get out of town. And when Nelson Mandela decided to come take ammunition, supposedly they not make changes, there was going to be big bloodshed in South Africa. No, we'll leave that matter. So there's an extent you will push people to, they will turn around and face you. We are getting there. You cannot see, the children are not aware. They not listen to people like me. The children, you guys are just fighting at something you guys don't understand. You understand? You are fighting over, what are you talking about? Minimum wage. It's not fair. Look at this. You guys don't understand the depth of the problem. And my pain is, we're not thinking right. We're not looking at this ingredient. The question I asked Obasanjo, only one question now. I asked Baba, where are all the corporations when you came to power? Sold. Now, Obasanjo did it with some intention of saying, if these things are not well run, maybe the private sector might be able to do it. But what happened? Some people converted it to themselves. Like I said, that's why Obasanjo, if you see Atiku for eye, you say you'll be thief. Maybe you know they ask yourself, what do you make Obasanjo say Atiku not thief? Nigerians.
No, that you explained. I was even like, but he was the president, right? So why didn't he stop him there as the vice president?
It was not a particular amount of money that Atiku carried. It was the cost of privatization. They were selling things for themselves.
And the same Atiku is coming out to say that Tinubu is trying to privatize, right? The country.
You know how to privatize the country to him.
And the same thing he did. I don't know why once they are not there, once they are trying to get in, they become sent. They become sent, right?
That's why Buhari became sent. Buhari was a sent. I prefer. You see, all these things we are talking. You see, when I look at Buhari, sometimes I go look at the man. I look at his record and I say the man was weak when he became president. This last time, he was not intelligent enough. Fact, but that he was a very evil man, I refuse. But that was what I was only saying about Buhari. That Buhari is not an evil man. You understand? He just didn't have the mental capability to run Nigeria. He wasn't.
No, that was it dragging to come and suffer the people.
I know that's the problem. The question will say, Baba, why were you looking to be president? You were not capable. Why did you need to be president? That's the thing I don't understand, Mary. Listen, Mary.
If I see the stress, how everything is happening, sometimes you don't hear Tinubu's voice. Then I say to myself, if this seat is as stressful as this, why are these old people going there? Because it's a time they're supposed to rest, calm their head. So why would you be struggling, suffering for Nigeria?
Yes. And maybe once we are in this kind of predicament, we hardly talk. You know, when I look at what the Senegalese president is doing, the current one is doing, It reminds me of the kind of corporation Nigeria ran. You know, these are electric buses on the street of Senegal today in Dakar. You understand? To take people from one place to the other. Decent. I'm afraid it might not be sustained, Mary. So the question I ask is, how is it going to be sustained? It's easy to bring it in. Can it be sustained?
I'm not paying a particular amount because of fuel.
Yes, which is a good step because they don't have fuel. We have enough of it. We are abusing it. But what I'm saying is,
are they carrying them for free? Are they not paying?
Yes. You see, Mary, that's the question you ask yourself. During the Nigerian Railway Corporation, people were paying. People were paying.
That they have been
train was not free.
Commission.
Yes.
The free buses for workers, for civil servants, I've not seen it though. And it was everywhere on the media. I don't understand this country.
Who said
so? I don't know if you remember
civil servants have free transport. Don't mind that.
You heard when we're saying it, right? I was thinking that by now it would have started operations because people were asking me that which particular place in Abuja is it working, and I've been trying to find out since. No way. After they brought it to the media, all these things I don't know. They bring it to the media, they announce it, or you must.
You know, this other former minister of transport. What did they call him? Because you see the new era now, Mary. So, as at the time of Gowon, we had our own. We will buy, we will mismanage it. But until some time, the mismanagement wasn't that grievous. So. Now, during the time of the second Buhari, when Obasanjo have sold everything, we are now looking on to China to come and run our country. The railway we have now must be a loan from China. The reason why they seize our aircraft, the recent news when they say they seize our aircraft, once they don't go borrow money. If you ask say what Ogun State borrow the money to do, you go cry. When they seize our aircraft yesterday. The argument of who and how the state will be run or should be run will be a debate for another day. That is what economists should be doing. The reason I cry to Nigerian universities, you the think tank of a nation, all the people think about is how they will pay you people more salary. I wish this, and maybe when these people will come across our show, they will nearly kill me and you. You understand? Because I don't.
That's why I'm being careful. You see me talking. Your hand is better.
No, you have to keep quiet. No one is me. Now you. No one is better. Nothing will do you.
Maybe you are arresting me or by getting me will bring you, but they don't know that it's not possible. That me, I've never even seen you face to face.
You never. Even if other than this show. You don't see me once. You never met me in person.
I'm working this. I've never seen this man face to face. They say he's a liar. I said, serious. I have never seen him face to face. Yes, you will be thinking that I've ever seen that. It's not possible. I've never seen that degrees. But see how comes. I say that's it though. I've never. So people should not think that I've seen him in person. In case you are getting me, that's how they go and bring him. It's not going to be possible.
Exactly. No, really, so funny. Don't worry. I think Nigerian leaders, they have more problems to deal with right now. I don't think I'm the
at this point, nobody wants anybody to tell them the truth, right?
Yeah.
When you're speaking the truth,
I mean, Mary, I understand the implication of saying truth like this because I'm just indicting an article for the first time on this show. You understand? And I said it. And what I'm saying, I only ask a question. It's not me. The thing is already in the public media. Obasanjo just said, article, you are a thief. I'm only analyzing what Obasanjo meant. Some of the things he meant to. If article, you not make money during Obasanjo, why Baba call you thief? And the question is, what did you steal? You see, Mary, and when you trace the story down to the corporations we had, the things we had before these people came. Now, in fact, you'll be crying, no. What we're talking is serious, my daughter. That God gave us everything, and some people just turn it around.
And now we have nothing.
Nothing. Thank you.
But we think
we have nothing. Maybe before MTN, this Glow, this rubbish came, which is now running the affairs of our life, making billions. Let me tell you the irony of it now. The truth is, Nigeria still have the money. The money is there. You know, money does not move. The money is in the country. Today, the money is in the hands of those that the country was sold to. You see, as at the time, Nigeria was running this major corporation, During Obasanjo's second time, Obasanjo said, no, we couldn't run it. Let us sell it out. The things were sold out. These guys are bloody rich men today. The oil wells, if they tell you the number of oil wells owned by Nigerians, one of them sell the oil well for 500 million pounds. You don't know what to do with the money. Where? We know the talk of where in those days when Nigeria started. Now government get oil well. Now during one time of this Obasanjo, now they begin to privatize oil well. They begin to sell out for themselves. When David Edgeworth saw these people,
I understand this game. The fear of if I don't sell it now, another person will come and sell it for himself. You understand? So that is it now. During my turn, let me pack everything.
I doubt that. I doubt that, my daughter. If it's for somebody
if the article have not privatized some things, by now another person would have come and privatized it. And by he will not be on the
But maybe they go privatize, maybe they go privatize Aso Rock. Soon they go privatize even our roads. So if so be it, but the implication of allowing private individuals to run certain things, they say they go learn. You see, Nigerians they say they want to learn capitalism. We are learning it. But in the United Kingdom, our healthcare is run by the state and it is free. Let me say, now UK, these are the capitalist nation you can talk of. But the healthcare is run by the state. And it's run by the state so that everybody can have access to free medical healthcare. Maybe if I'm sick today, the only reason I will not come up for United Kingdom, one, we say, if I sick for Nigeria, I don't know where my faith day. If I sick here, I know say I go get hospital where go treat me free. Why I go come Nigeria, I can't stay. When I never get where to. In fact, the last time I get cough, I get headache from Nigeria. I fear my own country. You know what we're saying is this: there are some businesses government should still be doing, even in a capitalist state. We sold everything now. Today, we don't have anything to show. Nothing. We have nothing. And I'm quote me, we got nothing. We sold everything out. Let me bring Mary back. Yes, Mary. I be like, say one guy, they follow me, they drag you for that place. So.
That's okay.
Anyway, Mary, we're going to take a look at some of the papers. I just want to say that when now that Obasanjo has sold everything, the implication is Nigerians now own oil wells. This is what the military did. All right? When the military came, that's why we say they go talk through them about Babangida. They need to say the truth. That was when they shared the whole oil well. Now what Babangida successfully do to us. You understand? Babangida shared the well. So that stupid brigade that go get oil well from my village. He come my village, come own our well. He buy them, no. They give them. Military give them to them. Nigeria, we need to wake up, man. When the new boys will come, when the true worshippers of God will come, it will descend on evil, man. That's where we are. Now they sold the whole oil well. Oil well that belongs to all of us, so Mary. Now one man get up. How much he paid the Nigerian state to get the oil well? That's a question for another day. And you know what is an oil well, Mary? I don't know how many Atiku get. I'm not sure Atiku ever get oil well. Atiku was selling corporations, you understand? Selling airlines. Now that money. People, when they get money from Nigeria, they don't get our oil well, Mary. Fortunately, some people get them. From my village now, you will see somebody not get the well when they under. One bagger, not get them. Taken by force. The Bible said it. From the time of John the Baptist, that the kingdom of heaven suffers violence. I want to read the paper with Mary. Wait till they happen now. When I let her read these papers with me, because I'm going to spend only 1 hour on the show today. Well, you know, it's time. I think I've said enough this morning. I don't want to talk more. I won't say more. I can see danger looming. It's clear that it's coming. if you want to keep doing this at the Chris, you got to be prepared to bear the consequences. And that's what I said. I'm okay with it. It's unfortunate that Nigerians, as rich as we are, there are questions that need to be answered. If you said you own Nigerian oil well, you see, when we want to audit the problem of the Nigerian state, we want to start from Babangida. Babangida, the oil you gave to these people, how much did they pay? The one you not pay for, bros, you will take them back. If you didn't pay for the oil well you have now and you can't show us receipt, it's not your own. It belongs to us, all of us. Where you people, article, the first thing I want to ask, see, all those things, all those corporations, when you sell, who you sell them to, how much they pay you? Can you imagine somebody selling Nigerian shipping line? I don't know whether article said that one, I just talk. Nigerian telecommunication, Nigerian Railway Corporation. Make I talk more. I'm gonna go research. How many corporations we had in the country before? Who sold them? During go one time. When I hear say Babangida, they ask you now. You hear say during go one time, say they sell oil well. Say private people get oil well. David Ejo was angry. In this man, they were in their time of retirement. If they had sold the oil well, they claim it to themselves now for committee. That was the man's question. Nigerians, we need to, I don't understand. Those filmmakers, or the whole as Nollywood, when they do documentaries at all, do you people do documentaries? I am coming to Nollywood. Do you guys do documentaries? Do you understand these stories, this history? Can you even make film about great men in Nigeria? Now make film. I was with Toby when I saw the. I won't say much. No. That is what America have done. They will sell their story to the rest of the world. We have great story that has never been told, man. Now you see the light. Stand up for your right. Get up. Stand up. Stand up for your right. See, today, we're not asking beautiful questions. We've been told that manna is going to fall from sky. Great God is coming from the sky. If I pray for you, pastors, even they take their own. In the midst of all this. So we've been distracted in all ways. Politicians, I'm not attacking the pastors. So sometimes now, anyway, you guys are partners. Because if not pastors that takes people's mind out of the money you guys have stolen, when they listen to people like me, I'm a pastor. I'm Pastor Daddy Chris. They go add Pastor Jen, this is my own now. Pastor Daddy Chris. But I preach a different gospel. If they come, I can't get my church finished now. I can't preach my gospel. I'm not sure say now go wrong. Because if there's a pastor preaching the truth, the good news, not the one that tells me that I'm going to go to heaven when I die. Have you listened to that track from this Bob Marley man? Get up, stand up. I mean, anybody that's watching today, go online, just say, get up, stand up, Bob Marley. You go see the beautiful tune. You can't get it, you go dance. But listen to the tune. Bob Marley do it all. Bob Marley in his little time on earth, he did it all for us. Now everywhere is war. Now, not me singing Bob Marley. They say war. Bob Marley is saying that until the philosophy, we sold our resources to one person and the other now suffering, is permanently reversed. There will be war. And the war is coming. It's looming. You can't stop it. Bob Marley said, what citizenship? I'm saying to Nigerians today, equal food for all of us. When we don't eat finish, we can't even get moto. You get one of my friends say, you know, say he won't follow the drag moto before. That the small food when he won't eat, now they ask for. Here now. Now people have impoverished Nigerians to the time that they cannot eat. Tinubu, what do you mean? Let the poor breathe. What kind of breath have you left for them to Britain? The one you thief remain for Lagos. Now you won't give them to Britain. You've won election and you're president. You said it before, whether we like him or not, you are today president. We agree. It's your time to rule. President not be mad. President not to rule. I wish I can have Mary to go through some of the papers with me because I have a lot going on today's paper, and I really want to do it. I shouldn't be doing this alone. So I'm going to go on a quick break. I pray that Mary will be able to join me because I really want to rush through the papers. I do not have more than 5 minutes more on this show. And if I don't have it, I will have to close the show. I'm sorry, but I will run through the papers with you and quickly.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us by calling this number 070-6237-9915 or 080-7082-7331.
Well, Daddy Chris is here. Welcome back. This is Wake Up Nigeria, and then you see this ugly face every morning. You better be careful because it doesn't going to say something you want to hear. It's going to say things you don't want to hear. But listen, I'm not going to waste much of the time anymore. I think I've done so much damage this morning. I'm going to be dwelling on how much of our corporation, how it has been sold, what we had before, so that we can look at the Nigeria where we're coming from, and we want to know where it was sold, who was it sold for, and how we got to where we are. Like I said, the money is still in Nigeria. The money, not all of them have been moved away. The money are now in the pocket of very few. From the time when Abacha go, don't steal enough money from oil. You know how much money we get? All this money. Babangida not talk the one when they take. So we're going to look at that. But the bottom line is who owns Nigerian oil well. We want to know who owns the land. Where is Sonny Okosu? Who owns Papa's land? We want to know who owns the land. How can you own an oil well in my village? Those are questions for another day. How much did you pay for it? You buy my papa, buy my mama, own my oil well. We go ask question. The person when they sold Nigeria Airway to, how much she pay? Article, you get problem. That increase is here. But let's not go into that today. Let me take the mind of the show. Let us look at I don't fear. You see, today we're going to look at some of the papers together so that we can, have a good time. So you're not going to be like, say, that the Chris is a bad man. Let's take a look at the papers. You see, I'll do that quickly with you because I'm the only person here, and I wish Mary was here, but I'm just going to quickly go through it. Say, NNPCL, bar independent marketers amidst surging prices. Listen, this one, petrol scarcity is annoying me. It's something I don't want to talk about. It's too shameful. And the question is, Nigerians should be worried. Should be worried about important things, not petrol scarcity today. You know the funniest thing, in the midst of all these things we're talking about, some people are never going to feel it. Do you understand, Nigerians? Some people have made the money, they've gathered the money somewhere. And of course, the new politicians that are coming to power, they are well paid not to even think of it. Because a senator that is going home, it's not me that said, maybe, I'm sorry, it's not me that said it. I'm going to quote, it might not be true, senators, but Daily Trust said an average Nigerian senator, they go home with about 2 billion naira a month, which is about £1 million. Nigerians, this is the problem we have. Senators, president, governors, I know say the security vote of my governor at 2.something billion, not be salary. So why would the governor not misbehave? Why will he listen to you and me? If he gets 2.something billion as security vote, the allocation of all the 36 local government in the kidnapper, they give local government 50 million. If you divide 25,000 by 200 million, how much I bet do the arithmetic? Add and join security vote, come add the salary, join the allocation when they come, and they pack sand for road. That man no go be turned to madman. Every governor in Nigeria are mad people today. They are mad. It's not because money they turn person mad. These guys are not mad. And today what we have is we don't have petrol. They won't feel it. They can never feel it. Like I said, the money is still with us. From the time we sold our corporations, sold everything, gave it to some people, Atiko and Obasanjo go answer that question when the time comes. Babangida share oil well. Baba share and well. Muna call and make it tell us. What did these people do to have earned oil well? Well, when I'm talking to oil wells, not be small money they talk so. That's why you see this Tompolo madman. You a fool. They give you 4 billion, make you they protect your own thing for Igbo. If not, what is in you for you? These Yoruba people. I never talk. Oh. I go end the show now because I don't need to say anything more. Make I end the show today. Tomorrow we'll talk another day. Because if I go on like this, I'm going to offend too many people. If not, what is in Tompolo gaining to take 4 billion? You not ask yourself, why did they pay you 4 billion? Who are you protecting your soil for? So, like Mongo Park discovered in Niger, one bagger owned my oil well in my village. The oil well where belong to my papa, my land where belongs to my papa. Una go tell me who owns the land. Una share it. The people are suffering. The people in this area are like they are dead. One of our brothers, they collect 4 billion, they celebrate. I know say go share giving us more for Robo Nation. The kings who don't celebrate. I see one they say king that day. Well, sorry guy, me I go talk. I see you go to the palace for the same Tompolo. Now don't go share money, come back. Now decrease something is wrong with you. If the decrease not even they alive, it's a painful thing to be alive in this time. So it's better not to be alive. To see what you are doing to us, and by extension, the future generation. When the children protest, and I will say they kill them. Shoot them aside. Anything they see, they go take. Guy, are you people insane? Tompolo collecting 4 billion. From where? Where is the money coming from? What is he doing that we're drawing 4 billion? That are just money of 2 senators, Tompolo. It's not a lot of money. If you know what you have in that Ijo land, you know, so they slap your face with that money. People like the Masari when be fight. Now if say if Tinubu fail me the whole land. I don't know what you want Asari, what you want to Asari. In fact, we get people when they mess for body. Poverty, whether I cause whether a low mentality, I don't know. But we have a problem. It's going to come out. This new dispensation, not be one Tompolo go fit handle. The one that is coming is the one people like the Masari can handle. Young people going to take their destiny in their hands. Many of them go wrong. And I know it because I know many people are already on the run. Imagine if true justice come to Nigeria and we now ask where is our oil well? Who owns them? Sonny Okosu say, we want to know who owns the land. Who owns Papa's land? He was saying that for South Africa. He don't say they in backyard here. I've heard of Sonny Okosu make it take this our own sing. Who owns Nigerian oil well? God! Today is the first scarcity in the land. The truth is the poor man that's going to suffer this. Nigerians, I want to leave this show by saying this. The money Nigeria owns is still in Nigeria. It's not in the hands of government anymore. It's in the hands of the few. And this is the rape to the Nigerian state. From the time when Gowon made money, Gowon shared money to you and I. Call it to dodgy. Look at the history I've given to you today. When they kicked Gowon out, the Mago Irosi came. That's what led to the war. We came back from the war. We found things. Somebody else took over. I think Murtala Muhammad took over. Obasanjo became president. Obasanjo handed over to the First Republic. They were stealing history. The Dino then Joseph Wayas, fine man, all of them, all those new governors. They looted and looted the first regime. That's why Idiagbon and Buhari came to teach them the lessons of their life. They went on exile. Many of them died in prison. And I not learn from that one. Babangida came. It was first Buhari then, Babangida now took over from them. In Babangida time, he managed to give our oil well as gift to his men. Babangida can never be broke. The money, see where the money is. So as I'm talking now, think where the money they go. Babangida did the worst. He shared oil well. Because Babangida was not interested in sharing corporations. Some corporations were still there. They were not being well run, but they were still managing. When Obasanjo came, he said there's need to give those corporations out. Atiku will talk with him, see with the corporation. That's where I've been talking from. This is the history of our country, dear Nigeria. I've given to you today in a small piece of 1 hour. Listen to it, learn from it. The money is still with us. You know what happened in the First Republic? The Second Republic and now worst. You guys now, how much I don't teach from governors to senators to presidents? Now God will judge all of us. Now not the fear say, what if the military boys come again? Who they go first hold? But now pastors will go see they join them because now own self, now don't they take people mind from fighting for these things into one God when they come from heaven. We have a problem, man. I end my show. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is Wake Up Nigeria. Rubo say, Father Remejikata, I don't want to read these papers. Because I can't do it alone. I thought I would have the passion to run the papers because some of the things I see in the papers today are actually annoying. They're not things we should be talking about. And all we're gonna hear now is papers, all this fuel scarcity, all we're gonna see fuel scarcity, petrol hike, fuel price. But what is my interest? I wanted to talk about sustainability when I saw this image. You see that road? Some Nigerian road will break into two. Now, what is it? They spend people like Boro, they spend money to do to construct road. When no go last past 6 months, the road will be off and we'll be back to square one. Have you seen the road? Boro, waiting our bros, waiting. See I get gray hair now, so I'm not be small picking. Waiting. Can we continue to do the same thing and expect a different result? Nigerians. Now, in this dispensation now, there's no much money because the money available is no more enough because some people have it now. The money is not. If oil well is owned by Nigeria, maybe the money will still be there. Who owns Nigerian oil well today? Why? If the corporations were sold and they were not used well, we need them back. If Atiku sell you anything, if Atiku sell you that larger still, when all of the way they sell, if they sell you anything, and you didn't pay well for it, we're going to take them back. Everybody's going to run for their head when the new government comes to power. It's coming soon. But when they say we're going to chase those crazy boys out of town, they say I'm preaching the violence. So let me keep quiet. My name is Daddy Chris, and I'm going to end the show today by saying thank you for joining me. I thought I was in Sign of Mary, but I cannot continue this show anymore because I don't have the passion to discuss this discussion anymore. I sincerely do not have it. Like I said, I'll be here tomorrow with my guests and with other people so that I can talk more. So I talk less because the more I open my mouth, I go into things I shouldn't be saying. And it's risky for you, it's risky for the country, it's risky for every single one of us. Because when young people begin to hear that there was a time Nigeria was paying money out, the same Nigeria, as Udoji, today they cannot pay. Labour, do you think that the same country that could pay money out can no more pay? So are they wicked? No, it's not true. The system has been rotten from every era have their own. Gowon was an innocent man. He had a lot of money. He didn't know what to do with it. It's waste money on first time. So be it. What? Then he began to do corporations. We tried. Gowon. Then when Gowon left, what happened to all those corporations? They were still there. Nigerian oil were there intact for the Nigerian state. I never hear that I say one person get oil well. When the military came, then the damage they did to us, they took all of them, took our oil well. The oil well in my village and somebody get them. When they think, do you people think who owns the oil well? Have you asked yourself who owns oil wells in Nigeria? Because that's where they all concentrated. That's why they want to be Minister of Petroleum, to see who owns the well. Not Buhari, during your time, you don't see who owns the oil, Nigerian oil well. I mean, they tell you to make you shut up. Because those guys are not owner, they're not bigger than the Nigerian state. As if to add insult to injury, Obasanjo came and during the time of Atiku Big Boy, they sold all the corporation for peanuts. They sold them to themselves. That's why Baba they say to Atiku, you are a thief. So the money when you thief. Yeah. Baba don't hide them. He said the money when Atiku thief. You forget what an old man they deal with. Who you think about they fear you? He said the money when you thief. Yeah. Make I end it. That's what I think. My name is Daddy Chris. We'll do another one another day. If you are in Abuja, take a look at our accommodation. We have it all ready for you. Thank you very much. My name is Daddy Chris. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us by calling this number 070-6237-9915 or 08.
Srtv. Innovate.